I'll call on Senator Scott.
Right. Ambassador Johnson, given the current U.S.-Mexico relations, why do you want to serve in Mexico, and how do you intend to manage that relationship while representing America's best interest?
Thank you for the question, Senator. I think it's a time for opportunity. I think the relationship between Mexico and the United States is poised and ready to launch forward in a way that will guarantee more security for Mexican citizens and U.S. citizens, and also help improve the economies in both countries. I'm particularly interested in working on increasing the current trade relationship that we have, which is the #1 trade relationship that we have with anyone right now. And I think looking at some of the opportunities inside Mexico, I was looking, for example, at the microprocessor design and assembly and testing and packaging. Right now, most of those are designed in the United States. They're tested and packaged and assembled in mostly in Asia, in China and Taiwan, but also in other Asian countries. And I think there's an opportunity before us to look at moving that assembly, testing, and packaging to places in Mexico that still provide labor that's perhaps less expensive than labor would be here in the United States, because it's very labor intensive. But I think Mexico recognizes the fact that that's an opportunity for them to economically move forward. And I'm encouraged that President Sheinbaum has also said she places a higher priority on the economic relationship with the United States than she does with China, which is purely logical. But I think there's numerous estimates that both economies and the United States and Mexico could grow significantly by increasing the economic and trade relationship, and that would be one of the focuses in addition to stopping the drugs and illegal immigration flows. So, sir, I'm excited about being there. I think it is a time to make a difference in the world, and that's what I've always tried to do throughout my career, is just be a positive force. Thank you.
So Florida farmers have seen that Mexico completely disregarded parts of the USMCA. So they've dumped, especially our specialty crop, tomatoes, blueberries, strawberries, they've just dumped on our markets. So can you speak to how you're going to hold Mexico accountable for complying with all of the USMCA, ensuring the relationship benefits both countries, not just Mexico?
Thank you for the follow-up, sir, and I appreciate the time we spent together in your office the other day to discuss that issue. I was not fully aware of the issues that Florida farmers face. I am now. I'm encouraged by the fact that the official review of the USMCA occurs in 26. That said, I expect to be deeply involved from the time I arrive in Mexico in helping to ensure that Mexico understands all of its obligations, not just the obligations on trade, but all the obligations that they've made in various treaties, to include the water treaty with Texas, and obligations they've made to help us secure the border and stop the flow of fentanyl. So I think key to that is establishing a good dialogue and working relationship across the entire Mexican government, and I plan to do that.
Ambassador Glass, I think all of us realize the importance of a relationship with Japan. We've got a lot of servicemen and women over there. Can you talk about how you're going to make sure that we continue to have a positive relationship between our servicemen and women and the people of Japan?
Thank you for the question, Senator. Without a doubt, I have a little bit of a different situation than the two gentlemen on my sides. The relationship between the United States and Japan is at an apex. It's at an all-time high, and demonstrated on February 7th with the President and the Prime Minister, where discussions went on everything from security to economics. We currently have 60,000 troops that are located, our brave men and women that are located in Japan. We have the most sophisticated weaponry. We have a carrier group. And the cooperation that goes on between the two is at a level that actually it's probably one of the biggest challenges, is to make that level better. We have currently a backlog of over $50 billion of items and materials and planes that are being ordered from Japan, from the United States. We've got to work that backlog through. That is an issue. We're actually working on co-production of some of those items with the Japanese moving forwards. And so it is clearly the highest priority that we have is to continue the closeness of this relationship from everything from security to economics.
Thank you.